I present to you my top 5 architectural visualization studios in Canada. Let's jump right in. Number 5. 8 Station. 8 Station has a visual language I describe as lived-in luxury. The renders feel less like clean architecture documentation and more like real lifestyle photography. A lot of that comes from the light. They love soft, warm daylight that wraps gently around surfaces and never screams CG. Shadows stay soft, highlights stay controlled, and even bright scenes feel calm and expansive. There's a quiet editorial quality to the whole thing. They're also very good at human staging. A dog on the sofa, toys left on the terrace, a dining table that looks like someone just used it. Small things, but they make the image feel instantly real. The materials help too. Warm wood, matte stone, tactile fabrics, and just a few richer accents like brass or marble to give the frame some polish without making it noisy. Composition stays simple and readable. Clean wide angles, strong framing, plenty of breathing room. And when they move into a more hospitality-driven mood, you feel it right away. Arches, chandeliers, and that cozy cinematic warmth. My take: 8 Station is really strong at turning a project into a feeling you can imagine living in. Quiet, polished, and emotionally convincing. Number 4. Mute Images. Mute Images is one of those studios that proves you don't need visual noise to make something memorable. Their portfolio is built on restraint. Big parts of the frame stay quiet. Pale skies, soft gradients, wide negative space, and foreground elements like grasses or trees that frame the architecture without fighting it. The images don't push for attention. They draw you in slowly. What really stands out is the way they use weather and light. Mist sitting low on the ground, damp air after rain, cool, overcast daylight. It all helps materials read honestly and gives the work a very grounded mood. And when warmth appears, it's subtle and controlled, more like a photographic exposure choice than an effect. Interiors work the same way. Clean composition, minimal styling, natural light, a long table, a pendant, a soft window glow. Everything feels carefully placed but still calm and believable. My take: Mute Images is for architects who want atmosphere, clarity, and credibility in the same image, with zero unnecessary noise. Number 3. Normally. What Normally does really well is make architecture feel alive, full of movement, light, and a very positive urban energy. You can also tell they work primarily with developers, because the whole visual language is built around clarity and trust. The architecture is always easy to read, the amenities feel tangible, and the mood is aspirational without becoming risky or overly artistic. Every image answers the same basic questions really well. What is this place? What does it feel like? And why should I want it? Their exterior work has a strong urban confidence. Glass behaves like glass. Reflections stay clean, and the lighting feels tied to a believable time of day. They're great at those street-level views with long perspective lines, strong framing, and just enough life in the scene. A cyclist, a few pedestrians, a hint of motion to make the place feel already inhabited. Interiors follow the same logic. Soft daylight, restrained palettes, tactile materials, warm wood, matte stone, gentle fabrics. The styling feels human and livable, never like a furniture catalog. My take: Normalee's superpower is trust. Clean, market-ready realism that makes the unbuilt feel inevitable. Number 2. ADHOC Studio. ADHOC Studio's work sits in that sweet spot between premium real estate imagery and believable everyday life. The visuals feel polished and market-ready, but never sterile. What stands out is how clearly they tell the story of a project. The camera angles are readable and well judged. You understand the layout immediately, and then the atmosphere starts to do its job. Rooftop pools in warm evening light, amenity spaces that feel active but not staged, interiors with soft daylight and just the right amount of warmth. Even the exteriors feel grounded in a real context, with greenery, balanced skies, and a strong sense of place. Their material language is clean and disciplined too. Warm woods, neutral fabrics, matte finishes, controlled reflections, everything feels realistic without trying too hard. And when people appear, they support the image instead of taking it over. My take: ADHOC is very good at making architecture feel desirable in a calm, convincing way. These are images developers can actually use because they sell the experience without overselling the drama. Number 1. MORETHANVIZ. MORETHANVIZ feels less like a conventional ArchViz studio and more like a visual research practice. Their portfolio is full of experimental, concept-driven work. Towers, libraries, opera houses, speculative infrastructure, product renders, and design school projects. That already tells you a lot about the visual language. These images are not primarily trying to sell square meters. They're trying to communicate an idea, a spatial argument, or a design attitude. What stands out is the graphic control. They love strong silhouettes, simplified massing, and very deliberate color worlds. Some images feel almost poster-like, with bold forms against clean skies or abstract landscapes. Others shift into softer, more atmospheric scenes, but even then, the composition stays highly designed and very intentional. They also move comfortably across scales and categories. One moment, it's a speculative tower or civic building. The next, it's a product render or a surreal domestic scene. That range gives the work an editorial quality. It feels curated, not repetitive. My take: MORETHANVIZ is strongest when they lean into that hybrid zone between architectural visualization, concept art, and design communication. The result is sharp, imaginative, and clearly architect-focused. Those were my top 5 ArchViz studios in Canada. If you want to discover more great studios around the world, follow the channel and check out ARCHVIZBASE.com, my curated database of more than 1,000 hand-picked ArchViz studios worldwide.